The National Security Act 2023. We believe you're currently breaching, okay, and for that we can be arrested, okay? So you do not have to say anything but a mail of defence if you do not mention one question.
I'm going to take that from you. Thank you.
Yeah, one on that. We need, just passed on from my team leader, all evidence, pictures, recordings, confiscated and deleted. Some scissors to cut this drawn, the plastic cuts off here.
Sorry, I've got someone talking in my ear.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it is. Blimey, you know your drones.
Welcome back to Breakdown, where we examine real police encounters, explore questions of authority, and highlight moments where knowledge of the law becomes essential. Today's footage comes from Focus Pocus, one of the UK's well-known auditors, and you'll find their channel linked in the description if you want to check out the original video and support their work. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future breakdowns. In this encounter, what begins as a calm filming session near an Albert site quickly turns into a serious confrontation when officers rely on the National Security Act as the basis for escalating the situation, including the arrest and seizure of the auditor's drone. But instead of becoming overwhelmed by the pressure, the auditor remains calm, challenges their claims, and uses his understanding of the law to question the authority being exercised against him. Let's get into the details, because this situation escalates much faster than expected.
The walk of ill-conceived confidence.
Hello, sir.
Hello there.
Are you right to put that remote thing down on the floor? Or wherever you secure it? Okay, fair enough.
No, it will do. Well,
Parts 4 and 5 of the National Security Act 2023. We believe you're currently breaching, okay, and for that we can be arrested, okay? So you do not have to say anything but a mail of defence if you do not mention one question.
I'm going to take that from you. Thank you.
No, I appreciate that, mate. We're still looking at handcuffs. No.
No?
Can I say something? I don't have the correct document for you to be writing information on, because I might require that in court, and you might require it. Yeah, fine. You know, so will you put all that on proper document? Oh! Are you implied? No. Oh, good. Just make it around the back. Yeah. Let's get around the front, okay? Okay. Bear with me. I'm not a violent person. No, I appreciate that.
Just to make you guys aware, Glasses got cameras in, see it on there, so you might want to check that out when you get in your car.
That's okay.
No, they haven't.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Oh, no, apologies. No, it's not. It's that. Apologies. Okay. That is me stood in front of that camera.
Okay, can I have the grounds for the arrest, please?
Grounds for arrest is that you've been prohibited site, namely Albert Systems,
Okay.
with recording equipment.
Right.
That I do see is a drone taped to a tripod.
Okay.
At the same time, I can see that is recording.
Good man. Yeah.
Okay. And that's the reason why I'm going to have to arrest you.
Right.
It's acting. Is it expressly against the interests of the United Kingdom?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know the guy that you were talking to who's giving you advice?
Yeah.
And has he seen the update from the 24th of June 2025?
No, he hasn't.
Okay, because he's
Well,
journalistic.
we can't speak to someone else, so...
Okay, journalistic
we don't know.
freedoms.
But anyway...
Well, you are
I
speaking
appreciate
to somebody else, aren't you? Because you've got
No,
all
I'm
the
not
information off him,
going to
didn't you?
speak on behalf of somebody else to know, to say what they
that's
do.
what
And listen,
you're arresting me on behalf of somebody else, aren't
no,
you?
I'm not. Absolutely not. What I'm saying, I'm not going to be saying to you what this person knows. Okay? Because I don't know what this person knows.
Okay,
all right?
Oh, do
I'm not
you
going
know?
to
Do you
answer
know?
that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
So-
We're right to move all your stuff. We're going to be seizing all the stuff that you've been recorded, especially recording equipment.
Crikey, you know what? It might be quite sensitive, that, and that's about 6.5 grams of the equipment.
Yeah, no,
That's
we'll be
okay.
delicate with it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic.
I'm aware of that.
But-
And equally, if it gets damaged in any sort of way.
Well, just want to put that in
Yeah.
the car.
Oh, that's my
thing, is it?
Yeah.
The remote.
Yeah.
Is there anything on you that could harm me?
No.
What unfolds here is a clear example of how a questionable legal claim can become the center of an entire encounter. The officer refers to sections of the National Security Act 2023, asks the auditor to explain his actions, and moves toward the possibility of seizing recording equipment. At one point, he even expects the auditor to provide answers on behalf of another person. The exchange quickly becomes complicated as the officer's interpretation of the law is challenged in real time. What stands out is the auditor's approach. Rather than becoming frustrated, he calmly asks for the specific legal basis behind the actions being taken and refuses to answer for someone else. That simple approach forces the officer to explain and defend the authority he is relying on. As the discussion continues, the confidence behind the original claim begins to weaken under basic questions about the actual legislation being referenced. When legal powers are being used, the details matter. A section number, an act, or a claimed authority should always be clear, accurate, and supported by the law itself. This encounter highlights why understanding the legislation being cited is so important, because a uniform alone does not replace a valid legal foundation. Always verify the powers being claimed, ask questions calmly, and make sure authority is based on actual law rather than assumptions. Have you ever experienced someone quoting a rule or law that didn't seem right? Would you challenge it or simply accept what you're told? Let us know your thoughts.
Cheeky. Right, you bought me a drink.
Yeah, Roger, what's the bottom of the car?
I'll pass that message on and just let him move your finger a minute. Sure, something.
Yeah, Roger, that mate, that's just for you when you've got a moment.
Ooh, couple of bit of money. We'll need it at the end. Okay. We'll get returned later. I'm joking.
Roller 2 and 3, having clean retain optics to the rear and also to the side. There is always a possibility that this side is affiliated with wider groups and it's being used as a distraction technique. I cannot currently see any movement through the perimeter.
Alright, just take a house. Just make sure there's
Sure,
nothing
yeah.
within your hands. As much as I doubt it.
Just don't mess my hair up.
I will not do that. Okay.
Roger, mate, Roger.
Thank you.
Nice glasses.
Yeah, on that note, if someone can just hear up on control in the next few minutes, that'd be ideal.
You're right, just stick moving along.
Yeah, we'll do. So, I'll start off.
Yes,
I'm just going to keep holding you, so
Okay,
it's not
no worries. See you later, mate.
So, that's not on.
I think it's
How do you split?
this one. I need to probably just hold this down.
That's right, hang on a second. Because we need it for evidence.
Yeah, one on that. We need, just passed on from my team leader, all evidence, pictures, recordings, need to be confiscated
Can I
and
get the phone
deleted.
number of the drone guy, please? Thank you.
What happens next raises even more questions about the authority being relied upon. The officers justify taking control of the drone by connecting the location to broader concerns, then ask the auditor to remove his hat so they can clearly identify him before moving toward a demand for all photographs and recordings to be taken away and deleted. The key issue is the legal basis behind those actions. No warrant is presented, no documentation is provided, and the authority for forcing the removal or deletion of recorded material is not clearly established. Instead, the interaction appears to rely heavily on pressure and the appearance of official procedure. Notice the sequence of events. First comes the request to remove the hat, framed as a matter of identification and clarity. Then comes the instruction from a senior officer to hand over and delete the footage. The appearance of control is established before the demand is made. The auditor allows the drone to be taken, but ensures that the recordings remain protected elsewhere, preventing the footage from being lost. This moment highlights an important distinction between having possession of equipment and having lawful authority to destroy or remove evidence. A request or demand alone does not automatically create the power to erase someone's recordings. When officers seek access to personal property or recorded material, the legal foundation behind that action matters. This is why understanding your rights, calmly questioning authority, and asking for proper justification can be crucial during these encounters. Have you ever been asked to delete footage or hand over your recordings? Would you have complied, or would you have challenged the request? Share your thoughts below.
too bad. Obviously you're aware of this Albert job, aren't you? Yeah, so we've just nicked him. He's got the drone like secured to a tripod, but it was facing Albert when you got in. It's the second time he's been there and I have to move on. So
Yeah, once police are done.
I'm trying to seize the pad thing that has got the pad thing. Sorry, my description's not great. That's got the kind of video on. Do I just stop it normally? There is a stop button, but I just don't want to make sure it clears anything. Yeah, so the drone's not lifting. It looks like it's cable tied to the tripod, but it's facing the camera towards Albert.
Bravo 3, I've
It's
also
obviously
got
an attempt to
video
protect
footage
from
when
the
he
situation.
started walking
But
closer to the
it is being streamed to his kind of like control pad, and the timer is going on that. So I just want to make sure that I kind of secure it and make sure it's kind of seized, if that makes sense. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's a circle with a red square in it, so almost like the stop button.
Bravo 3, I have footage of him trying to communicate, but
Yeah, that's right. It's currently just approaching 30
it was
minutes.
just him wandering over, saying a few words, and then walking back over to the where the police were. Over. Yeah, roger that, mate. So I haven't got that bit on camera because I was zoomed in on him and on the police. But yeah, anything you've got on Bollywood is ideal. Because that'll give the camera. Cheers, mate. Out there.
Yeah, no problems. Give us 2 minutes. Yeah.
What happens next provides a rare look behind the scenes as officers discuss how they should handle the situation. Their own conversation reveals uncertainty about how to deal with the recording equipment, including whether they should stop the device, preserve the footage, or attempt to secure control of the drone. They also acknowledge that the auditor had been cooperative up to that point, adding another layer to the discussion. Listen closely, because this exchange shows the practical side of decision making as officers weigh their options in real time. The conversation centers around controlling the situation without damaging or removing evidence, while also questioning what authority they actually have to take further action. That hesitation is significant because it shows the officers themselves are not entirely certain where the legal boundaries are. Instead of a straightforward exercise of a clear power, the discussion reveals a level of uncertainty about what can and cannot be done. This is why understanding police procedures and the guidance officers operate under can be important. When people know the rules being applied, they are better equipped to ask informed questions and recognize when authority is clearly established and when it is still being worked out. Have you ever seen an officer hesitate because they weren't certain about their own powers? Did that change the way you viewed the encounter? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we've tried to send the images to you, but unfortunately, bloody job phones aren't working. Yeah, the job phones aren't working, so we can't send you a picture. Yeah, red square in a white circle, and the counter's still counting up. Yeah, that's done. Yes, yes. we arrived, the camera was facing Elbit, and it was recorded at that point. And then he's moved positions, he's come across the road because he got a bit kind of shirty with us, and then he's pointed the camera towards us. But because he's been here so often that we've just decided to take it now. Yeah, he's been a bit sensitive about it, so it cost like £6. But yeah, his mobile phone was on a clip above the system. I think I'll just do his mobile phone as well, yeah? Yeah, all noted.
Do you want me to try and get some scissors to cut this drone, the plastic cuffs off here?
Sorry, I got someone talking in my ears.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So the screen's still on. Are we happy for it to come off now if I just press like the off button? Oh my god, it is, yeah. Oh, you're a star. Yeah, it's done it.
The next stage of the encounter captures officers openly discussing how they intend to deal with the equipment in front of them. Their body-worn cameras record conversations about removing the drone, including cutting the plastic ties holding it in place, deciding whether the mobile phone should also be taken, and even turning the device off themselves. The discussion reveals the practical decisions being made as they attempt to carry out the seizure. Listen carefully to the details because the uncertainty is visible throughout the exchange. Officers debate whether to press the power button, casually discuss using scissors to remove the restraints, and reconsider whether additional equipment should be included. Each conversation shows a process being worked out in real time rather than the execution of an obviously established power. What makes this significant is that the officers are recording their own decision-making as they determine what action to take. The body-worn footage provides a clear record of the questions, hesitation, and coordination happening behind the scenes. When authorities exercise powers over someone's property, the legal basis for those actions matters just as much as the actions themselves. Knowing the relevant procedures, understanding the limits of police powers, and keeping accurate records can make a major difference in situations like this. Have you ever heard officers discussing how to seize equipment or evidence during an encounter? Would you document what was happening, or would you simply allow the situation to continue? Share your thoughts below.
No, how do I turn it off? There's a button at the back. Do you reckon it's that one? Yeah, it is. Blimey, you know your drones. It's got like a flashing green light on it now that's just disappeared. Do you think that's off? Yeah, it's moving freely. That's off then. Yeah, it's got like a little, almost like it is a GoPro that's on the side of it. I think that looks off, but how do you make sure that's off? I think that is off, isn't it? Yeah, which is likely. The screen is off on the GoPro, so I think that's probably off. No, I can't see any lights on it.
Front gate Bravo 1, be advised, my camera.
Yeah, no worries. All right, thank you very much for the assist. Yes, I think initially we thought they might have been recording, but I don't think they are.
The situation continues with officers attempting to manage the seized equipment while their own body-worn cameras capture the uncertainty unfolding. They struggle to identify the correct controls on the drone, discuss whether the GoPro has actually been switched off, and even rely on assistance from someone nearby to help them figure it out. The interaction remains polite on the surface, but the confusion behind the process becomes increasingly obvious. What stands out is that the officers appear unsure about the equipment they have taken control of and are seeking guidance while already in possession of it. The calm tone does not remove the importance of the underlying questions about whether they had the proper authority to take that action in the first place. The footage provides a record of officers working through the practical details of a seizure while uncertainty remains about what they are actually permitted to do. Professional manners and respectful communication are valuable, but they do not replace the need for clear legal authority. When property or recordings are involved, the process matters just as much as the outcome. Have you ever seen officers appear uncertain about handling someone's equipment? Does that kind of hesitation change how you view the encounter? Let us know in the comments.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, maybe we should take them just in case then. Yeah, no worries, we'll take a look. Yeah, no worries, we'll do, thank you. Right. That was our drone team. I think they were quite interested in this setup as well. So he's like loads of pictures in situ. I'm pretty certain that's not recording.
No, I don't think it is. That's a screen.
Yeah,
there.
and it should have either a light on. There's a switch on the side there, and there is like another camera this side as well, so it goes front and back.
Yeah, I think this would be the back that you would look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I get everything in situ, all the cable ties and everything. Okay.
It's achieved nothing there. It's just going to spend the majority of Friday in the
was facing this bit, do you know what I mean? So it's
yeah,
facing
when I
side.
pulled up, 'cause I just came back from my view, so he was on this corner.
Right.
This way, and he clocked my van, so he turned it round and caught me coming in.
Yeah.
And he was there. Yeah, just don't. It's just not achieved anything. It's been difficult. And now he's going to spend, I'm guessing, the majority of his Friday in a cell.
Yeah.
Like, not even get any good footage of anyone kicking off. Do you want me to get some scissors to cut this plastic ties off, or?
So I'm gonna take it over to him because the drone team said he can put a sleeve on it or something because he might be quite precious about it, which I know. So it'd probably be easier
yeah, okay.
to get him to assist. But just give me a sec, I'm going to take it over towards the car.
okay.
I've got more bags and stuff in there.
What follows is a closer look at how officers handled the equipment after the arrest, with the entire process captured on body-worn cameras. The footage shows officers photographing the setup where it was located, discussing how to remove the cable ties, and eventually deciding to carefully carry the dismantled equipment over to the person who had been arrested. During the exchange, one officer even comments about the possibility of him still being in custody later in the week. The conversation provides a glimpse into the decisions officers make after an arrest has taken place. They discuss wanting clearer footage of any potential confrontation, something they ultimately did not receive, while also working through how to safely remove and handle the equipment. The interaction remains controlled and procedural, but it also creates a detailed record of how seized property was managed in real time. Body-worn footage preserves these moments, including the discussions, choices, and responsibilities involved once officers take possession of someone's belongings. An arrest does not automatically remove all property rights, and the handling and retention of seized items still depend on the proper legal process. Understanding how seized property should be managed and knowing when items should be returned helps ensure accountability after an encounter has ended. Have you ever had personal property taken during an arrest or police interaction? Did you know what steps you could take to recover it? Share your experience below.